Messages of Oneness, Part 4, Love and Consciousness, by earthfriendlylife.net. Interconnectedness can be elucidated by the Hindu teaching of the metaphor of the jeweled net of Indra. The Vedic emperor of the gods, Indra, is said to have a net over his palace that contains an infinite number of clear, reflective jewels. Each jewel reproduces each other's images, so all reflections appear in each jewel. When you gaze upon one jewel, you can see all the jewels. There are no separate jewels. These infinite reflections symbolize and encompass the connection and oneness of all. Rupert Sheldrake writes about a morphogenic field that informs the habits and collected knowledge of a species. He theorizes that our brains act like TV antennae to tune into an information field that is shared by other members of our species through morphogenic resonance. It is known that one individual may take a long time to acquire a new skill and to teach it to others. But once the new skill has been learned by a critical mass of the species, the new knowledge will spread rapidly among the rest of the species. It is recognized that a small group of collective peaceful meditators have a corresponding measurable reduction on violence. This phenomena is well studied and often referred to as the Maharishi effect. Ancient and hidden wisdom suggests that humankind has the ability to tap into the knowledge of the cosmos because it is embedded within us. The Akashic records, said to contain all experience and knowledge at any point in time, past or future, can be accessed by some, probably the most famous person being Edgar Cayce. Carl Jung believed that the personal unconscious in each of us is a holographic portion of the larger collective unconscious. He concluded that we are informed and influenced by our timeless, resonant, communal legends. Cultures share the same myths, dreams, stories, and visions, which we relate to individually on a profound level. There is seamless harmony and order in the ways of the universe. We may have challenges in truly being able to understand the laws orchestrating this coherence. Perhaps the limits of our earthbound perception, material sense, language, and systems of evaluation aren't adequate in cracking the code. Our concepts tend to be limited to that which we can experience, so some truths remain ineffable. Like the characters in Plato's Allegory of the Cave, our concept of reality from the material viewpoint is restricted to what we can see, hear, feel, and surmise. For greater understanding, it seems we need to cultivate an expanded and open mind. It is beneficial to stand back and look at seemingly divisive concepts as portions of the whole. It is not the further partitioning of knowledge and seeking of differences, but rather the cooperation between them that makes for a coherent whole. Aligning our consciousness with everything and feeling a sense of connection with all opens up our understanding to levels beyond that which can be achieved by individual sense and rationality alone. This expanded consciousness, expanded love, and greater purpose is something that individuals can achieve through their own unique path. Some astronauts have said they were struck with this feeling when gazing upon our Earth from space. Edgar Mitchell, the late Apollo 14 astronaut, eloquently explained in The Way of the Explorer how his epiphany led him to feeling an ecstasy of unity. It is essentially the healing of a duality, which is what I experienced in the heavens, or at least that's what I came to believe. Not only was there a sense of unity and wholeness with the cosmos, but also a duality, a schism between my early religious upbringing and my later scientific training was suddenly and quietly reconciled to a meaningful degree. It was this new level of understanding that produced a potent sense of visceral knowing, the kind of understanding that you feel throughout your body as well as know with your mind. Love is an absolute truth, closely aligned with the truth of oneness. It is the greatest unifying force, and it persists beyond material change. Loving energy works to bring everything into harmony. The force of love whispers to us through intuition, through moments of lucidity, quietly, yet powerfully. Love is the source behind true creation. It is the creative spirit of the inclusive, holistic, natural world. Love is the force that will overcome the misguided experimentation that has resulted in miscreation. Love is the power that will heal the desecration of a splintered existence. It is love that endures after our loved ones have passed. It is love that gives us strength to go on under the most difficult circumstances. It is love that liberates us from fear. It is love that encourages enemies to befriend one another. It is love that invokes a nurturing response that can cross species. When influenced by love, animals that normally prey upon another can be seen caring for the young of their prey. It is love that motivates us to be of service. It is love that frees us from evil. It is love that inspires us to transmute darkness to light, to return it to its original form. It is love that reminds us that our consciousness is connected to each other and to all that is. It is love that inspires us to savor each moment and to live each moment in joy. The Law of One suggests an exercise to help us know the Creator. It consists of these 4 steps. Realize that the moment contains love. The universe is one being. When you view another, see the Creator. Gaze within a mirror, see the Creator. Gaze at the creation, which lies about the mind, body, spirit of each entity. See the Creator. The foundation for these exercises is meditation, contemplation, or prayer. These can then be processed into the roots of the tree mind and touch the spirit. Edgar Cayce said, "We should do good for good's sake. It brings contentment, harmony, joy, hope, peace, and knowledge of the source of good. Love, mercy, and justice eschew evil, and keep thy heart singing all the while." Unity is the calm, the peace, the deep sleep, the restoration, the will, the joy, the meaning, and the belonging. Unity and love are the invisible threads tying the individual parts together. Unity is the unseen, interconnected web of frequencies, waves, and energies. It is the blending of the intentions and experiences of all things. It is the ineffable within our soul. It is the conscious awareness of the Great One. The partitioning of divine creation into distinct, dissimilar, and self-contained parts is an unnatural concept. The divine is in each of us, and we are each in the divine. Uplift another, and you do the same for yourself. Harm another, and you injure yourself. We are made of the same star stuff, the same light, and we all want to know, share, and experience the same love and belonging. We each display our own celestial light fragment, and we all have something special to bring forth. Our thoughts are powerful inventive catalysts when attuned to the whole. When ideas, the soul, feelings, and expanded consciousness are brought together, we can exercise our creatorship in alignment with Source, and we can be of service to humanity in this way. Here's another quote from Ra, the Law of One. The best way of service to others is the constant attempt to seek to share the love of the Creator as it is known to the inner self. This involves self-knowledge and the ability to open the self to the other without hesitation and radiate that which is the essence or the heart.